life's beauty is understood when we view things from a broader angle. Presenting to you 10 motivational quotes in this podcast episode that will teach you the meaning of life. Starting with number 1, thoughts become things. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand, by Bob Proctor. And this is a beautiful quote which has inner depths. So basically, whatever we can see in our mind, whatever we can visualize, or the idea that we can have, it can be a part of our reality. That's how different objects come. That's how pen came. That's how aeroplane came into existence. So everything starts with a simple, small idea. And that idea starts getting fuel from our regular thoughts, improvement, actions, and ultimately that becomes a part of our lives. So if we want something to happen, some transformation, some serious change to happen, it should begin our head first. So if we can think it, if we can allow it to be a part of our life, then our actions, our thoughts, our emotions will work together to make that a reality. Number 2, the secret to change is to focus your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Socrates. It's a beautiful quote, and I believe we all can learn something from this. So sometimes what we do is we just try to transform ourselves just by resisting who we were in our past. But the thing is that our most of the energy must flow toward the direction of creating something new, some new habits, some new way of thinking about things, or something new about the way we feel. So if we can change our choices a little bit, then that will begin to change the way we react or function as human beings. So that's the ultimate understanding that I am getting, and I feel that every one of us can understand. So if we can change the way, we react or we behave in this world, then it can bring a dramatic change into our lives. So rather than complaining about what you wear, how about trying to give your energy on what you can become, what the possibility is, what the solution is. Number 3, happiness will not come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. And this is a beautiful quote by Gautama Buddha. And it's very, very, subtle yet powerful. Sometimes we focus all our energy, all our attention to what we don't have, and we feel sad about what we don't have. But the moment we shift our things, have a broader perspective, and think about the little things that add up to form a bigger chunk of our life, we realize happiness is already within us. So we can be grateful for every little thing we have, including our breath, life, the people, the trees, the objects, the opportunities that we are constantly getting, our possibility of making mistakes. Yes, we should be grateful for that, because that's how we learn how to become a better human being in this world. So that's again beautiful. We should always be grateful for what we already have, and that will give us the feeling of happiness that we already possess. Number 4, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. This is by Lao Tzu. I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong, correct me. But what I'm understanding from this quote is, unless we take this step, nothing begins. So even if we have to reach far away or reach a longer destination, at least we need to start. We need to take that first step. And that's when everything changes. When we start walking down the path of our dreams or of our desire, we will face obstacles. Sometimes we'll fall down, then we'll get up. But ultimately getting up, finding a route, and making it to the destination is what matters the most. So that's a beautiful thing, a motivational one for sure. Number 5, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. And this is by Steve Jobs. I guess most of us have heard this quote. So, of course, we have a limitation of time to some extent, and that means we have to focus most of our time on the things that matter to our lives. But what happens is that most of our time is spent thinking about what those guys are saying, who are criticizing us, why that person is not responding me, or what is wrong with me, right? So rather than thinking about these things, I believe we can at least try to focus on solutions, finding solutions, and then living the life that we want by choosing the things that matter to us. Okay, so number 6 is roads were made for journeys, not destinations. And this is by Confucius. It's a beautiful, beautiful quote that speak volumes. So we think that we have gotten a success and that's it. That's the destination, but that's never true. We are always set for an eternal journey, always learning something from our previous destination and heading toward a new journey. So the journey never ends, basically. That's what I understand. We keep learning, we keep growing and turning into better human beings. So the main kick, the actual juice lies in the journeys that we take, not in the destination. Destination gives a one-time kick and we feel, wow, we have reached, but then we realize, okay, so what? Do we have to stop here, or there is another journey? The excitement for journey always exists, and that's the fascinating fact to note. Going to number 7, if you can stay positive in negative situation, then you can win every time. This is by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. The quote says it all. I feel this is quite challenging for many, but at least we can try to inculcate some positivity during negative times or during the challenging times, because this is very necessary to keep us stable and support us from within. And then we can act or react in a better way, at least 15% better than, again, the numbers can vary from person to person, but I believe we can at least act or think better when we are staying positive even in the challenging times. Number 8, absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. This is by Bruce Lee, and it means that we can learn from everyone, we can hear everything going on around us, but again, we have the filter. We can discard what is not necessary, we can take what is necessary, and finally the material that we take, we can filter it in our own unique style. We can use that information and turn it into a practical, usable piece of information and become a unique expression of that. Number 9, the way to get started is to stop talking and start doing. This is by Walt Disney. It's a very powerful, motivational line, reminding us that sometimes talking is not enough. We talk a lot, we plan that we'll do this, that, but ultimately we don't take any steps. Again, that's not worth it. We should always figure out a way to take steps, including, planning our way. So, of course, talking is good, of course, planning is good, but side by side, we also need to take action. And last but not the least, all power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Swami Vivekananda. It's true that when we feel that nobody's there to support us, or we feel that maybe we are not getting the kind of support we deserved, then something happens. We realize that it's our inner potential, something a voice or a realization comes from within that teaches us or shows us the path to betterment. And this is a powerful realization, letting us know that the infinite wisdom and love of the divine is always inside of us to guide us toward a beautiful journey of life. That's it, guys. I hope you like this motivation-filled podcast. If you have found it helpful, you can share it with your friends and loved ones to give them a positive listening experience. Also comment your views because I love interacting with you guys, and subscribe for more life-changing motivational quotes and podcast episodes. Thank you so much. Keep the self-improvement journey going and let life shine bright. Thank you.